Hello, darling, and happy Mother's Day. This is our Mother's Day special. You don't want to miss it. Hello, darling, and welcome to Wake Up Well. I am your host, Portia Scott. Happy Mother's Day. I am so excited. I'm so excited about this show. I have my favorite people on this show today, and so I cannot wait to introduce them all to you. But listen, thank you all so much for joining, especially the mothers that are on here, because I know you were probably at brunch or dinner or something. So I appreciate you taking the time to spend with us today. You guys know how it is. I always want to know, where is it that you're watching from? Let us know in the comments, where is it that you're watching from? Hello, darling. I can see that Godfrey's already on. Hello, darling. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know where it is that you are watching and tuning in for. If you are watching the replay, listen, we do not forget about our replay viewers, and we also want to know where you're watching from. Also, if you're watching the replay, we want you to type in hashtag replay so that we know that you're watching the replay. Hello, darling. Thank you, John. Yes, the Bedroom Oasis in Beaufort. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, guys. Also, you all know how we do it. I always want to know, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? We understand that gratitude is the lens in which that changes our perspectives of our situations. So I want to know what you're grateful for. In the comments, let us know, let us know, let us know. If you are a mom on there today, I want to send you a special shout out. So I want to make sure in the comments you let me know that you're on so that I can say personally, happy Mother's Day. You guys know I never do this show alone. I do this show with our amazing mental health hygienist, Martinez Sellers. So let's bring Marty on. Marty!
Hello, darling. How are you? Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Yes, a mother I am. Thank you, darling. Thank you for that.
Extra spectacular. Did we not have a great time last week? I just believe I could be in Atlanta this week with you. I'm now just so sad that I'm not there with you.
I know. It felt really funny. I mean, I just believe that Atlanta feels like home. Then I think you can be bi-coastal. I think that there is room and opportunity for you to be here. Trinity, hello so much for joining, darling. Thank you so much. John Henry said he's grateful for the mothers in his life. Paula, darling, happy Mother's Day to you. Paula. You have your baby Trinity on. Tyessen said she is grateful for growth. I love it. But Marty, I do think that you should be, I think you should be bi-coastal. I mean, that's what I think in my spirit. I think that we need to figure something out, you know.
I love it. I love it. So I'm going to buy a house out there so I can be bi-coastal, so I can be in the Portia Scott Wake Up Well show and be on there so we can do this live every Sunday. That would be absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. Listen, I don't see why not, because compared to the cost of living in LA, houses in Atlanta are like $20. So honestly, you could literally buy you a house here and be completely fine.
Oh my goodness.
So Marty, go ahead.
No, I said I had such an amazing time last week, and many of our viewers did not realize that was our very first time meeting after a whole entire year, and it felt so natural. We had such an amazing time. I felt a little I had a little post-traumatic stress disorder, if you will, because I loved you guys so much, and I was back home and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not with Portia, I'm not with John Henry, I'm not with Maddux and you know, everything else that goes
Daryl.
And Daryl, and it was just a great, tell the daughter I will definitely get her next time because she did not come down to see me. But I will get Miracle next time.
Yes, you will get her miracle. Trish is on. Happy Mother's Day, Trish. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining, darling. I know you're having a fabulous Mother's Day brunch, so we appreciate it. Val, happy Mother's Day, darling. Thank you
Happy
so
Mother's
much
Day,
for
Val.
tuning in. Godfrey says he is grateful for every single person that has made
Yes.
an impact in his life. Marty, you know how we do it. I want to hear, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful not only that my mother is alive and well with me today, but I'm also grateful for the other mothers who have come as a single father who is raising a daughter, my adoptive daughter, Tony, that have stepped in to fill that role for her. So I'm so grateful for the other mothers that have stepped in, Trisha, Marilyn, with Desiree, all of those who helped to make sure that she is so amazingly well loved and cared for. And so, I'm just grateful for all the mothers who remind us that we cannot do this thing alone, that mothers are there to support us no matter what. So that's what I'm so grateful for on today.
I love it. You know what? I am obviously grateful for my mother, who is just an
Yes.
amazing, amazing woman. I appreciate her so much. I'm telling you. Yes, I stole her face. The only difference is she's darker than I am, but we look just alike. But I would
Yeah.
not be the woman that I am. I would not be the wife and just the mother that I am without her. So I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for her. I don't even know if she's on here. I need her to get on the show.
Oh my goodness. It was a
Val says,
pleasure
"Hey,
meeting her. And I
Marty."
just wanted to scoop her up and hug her last week. She's just amazing. Just your spitting image of her.
Right, right. I know, except for she's darker and she's shorter. So,
Right. Right.
but and so the funny thing is Miracle looks like me, except for she's lighter and she's taller. So
Right.
it's like in between. But that's amazing. Thinking about generations, Paula says three
Right.
generations are watching. Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Marty, one of the things that I know that we are grateful because our mothers are still here and we can still celebrate also with our children. And so I just want to say this to mothers where this day is hard. And for, I will say for everyone who's having a hard time this day, right? Because either their
Mhm.
mothers are not here or
Right.
mothers don't have children today.
Right.
And so I just want you guys to know over the last week, I've been praying for you. You've been in my
Mm.
heart and in my mind because while I know so many of us are grateful and are excited, this day brings a lot of stress. It brings a lot of pain and grief. And so, Marty,
Right.
we'll talk a little bit about that
Okay.
later on in the show. But I just wanted those mothers to know, and I wanted those children of mothers that have passed, that we love you, we see you, you matter, and that we've definitely been praying
Yes.
for you. Nicole
Yeah.
said, I'm grateful to be watching this episode with my two favorite guys, Ant Tunes and Jaheim Tunes. They know this is my favorite show.
Oh,
Yes!
thank you,
So I love
Nicole.
it. Exactly. So I wanted to do this special show, and I know we don't have to do a special show to tell people we love them. And I think we do a
Right.
great job, Marty,
Right.
telling the
Hear
people we
you.
love that we love them. And I think we do a great job. But I just think that there is something to be said about a mother. Listen, listen, listen. And
Yes.
this is whether you are a biological mother, whether you are a mother by love, whether you are a mother
Right.
by spirituality, whether you took on a child, however
Hmm.
you mothered, we love
Right.
you. So it's
Right.
not just the DNA, it's not just the genetics,
Right.
it's not just the birthing. But when we become mothers to people that we did not birth, there still is a
Hmm.
birthing. There still
Hmm.
is this upbringing that we
Right.
had a hand in,
Right.
whether we're godmothers or whatever that looks
Hmm.
like. So I want you to own your motherness. Listen, I want
Yes.
you to own it. And I say happy Mother's Day today. We're going to talk a little bit about the experience as a mother, because I'm
Wonderful.
telling you, it is an amazing experience. And I'm so grateful for it. And then some days I'm like, Marty, listen, I don't know what's going on. Hey, Rena, thank you so much for joining, darling. Valerie said, thanks. I've needed prayer.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Val. You've been on my heart. So, Marty,
Yeah.
we're going to get into the show. You guys,
Yes.
I am so grateful that you are on. Yeah, she had to pick up her dinner, honey. Yes, I love it. So one of the things before we go further in the show, there is something that I want to make sure that we do. And so we have something to show. Trisha says, God chose us to be mother, whether blood, DNA or not. That blessing is such a gift, even in the hard times. You got it, girl. Yes, absolutely. So we have something that we're going to show, and then we'll be back.
Okay.
Hi, it's Trinity
and Christian
here to wish our mom, Paula Williams, a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. We love you.
We love you and appreciate you. We are so thankful for all that you do for us and the community.
Thank you for everything you do for me, all my daily needs. I appreciate it so much more than you could ever imagine.
I hope that when you see this video, you're so surprised, and we love you.
Hope you have a special day. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Woo!
Mama.
You know I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
Love you so much.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you so much, Mama. Thank you so much for everything you do. We love you.
We love you.
We're celebrating you today.
You his mama, and you my wife, and I love you. Black love, baby. We love you, Nicole Toombs. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And go.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Yay. What do you have?
That's her rattlesnake.
I want to say happy Mother's Day to my best friend and biggest supporter in the whole world. I love you so much, Mom, and having your love and your support with me every single day is one of my greatest strengths. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me and everything that you've given me. I love you so much, and I thank God every day for putting you in my life. You're the best thing and the best part about me, and I love you so much. Have a great day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Grandma. I love you guys so much. And thank you.
Okay. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
We just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We put up with you.
That part. That part. Love you so much.
Happy
Bye.
Mother's Day. Bye.
Portia, that was so amazing.
I cannot wait for that part. Oh my God. I cannot wait. Paula says, oh my gosh, I'm bawling. Such an unexpected surprise. Thank you so much. Paula, Trisha, she has hearts and she's crying. Rena says, oh my God, the best gift ever. Rosetta, I don't know. I got to send you the video of Quinn. Hers went by so fast. I was like, wait a minute, I just saw it. But she was on there as well. Val is crying. I wanted to do something. Is that Trisha?
Yes, I met her.
Come on, Trisha. Come on. I know. I got the reactions that I wanted. You guys, I tried to reach out to as many people as I could to try to get these videos in. So you guys, thank your loved ones, your kids and your husbands, and your friends for putting this together, because they put it together. And so I am so grateful. It's not many ways that I can say thank you. Now y'all are going to have to pick me up off the floor. I'm crying my eyes out.
But you know what? So often you're saying, Portia, this is so beautiful. It's not about the gifts, but it really is about the meaningful connections that are so timeless and priceless that those things can never replace. And that's what it so is. That video you put together was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's
going, oh my God, okay, I'm a dad. Father's Day is
funny thing is, I've seen it, so I've seen all the videos, so I've had time to get my emotions together, because y'all know how I am. But I wanted to put something together, really, just to tell every mother. And if your baby's picture wasn't on there, I tried everything. But I wanted to put something together to tell you guys that I Encore, play it again, Daryl Mitchell. 1,000,000 likes. Yes, yes, we will definitely. Daryl will make sure we play it at the end. Okay.
Yes.
And then I'll make sure, even if I have to plug Quinn's video in, I will plug hers in, because you guys have to see my niece. She's so cute. But I wanted to say thank you, and this is a way that I could say thank you.
Right.
And while this, she said yes, so I can see my baby. Absolutely. And while that was such a gift, you know, I have been blessed with 3 gifts myself. And I asked my own children to come on the show. So I want to introduce Jontel, Miracle, and Maddux to the show. Hey, guys.
Hi.
You know, Marty, and this is really for my children. You guys, I wanted you on here because so often on Mother's Day, you guys give me a gift. And what you don't realize is that you guys are my gift.
Right.
You guys don't get to hear it, but when I get the opportunity to tell keynotes and to have different sessions and go into organizations, the first slide I have up is of my family. I have me and your dad, and then I have each and every one of you. And I talk about each and every one of you guys individually, and you guys don't see it. And I don't care if I'm going to speak for Michelle Obama, that slide with my family on it is going up too. And so for each of them, they're each special. You know, Jontel, you guys heard the episode that we did about, blended families, and Jontel was on as well. And Jontel was literally the first child that I ever loved. And he was almost like this balm that God had sent to me. And I didn't realize how much I needed him. And I remember the first time I met him was in California, and it was without his dad. And Jontel talked to me for like 3 hours. He had just met me, and he talked to me for like 3 hours. And when we were talking, I knew I was going to love him, because I was like, he's a talker. I'm a talker. What? I got this, you know? And so he allowed me to be
emotional.
Huh?
I'm getting a little emotional.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me get it together. Pull me off the screen. I'm just kidding. And so, Jontel, I love you. I thank you so, so very much. And you mean more to me than you probably could ever imagine. So thank you. And I thank God all the time for you being in my life, and talking my ear off so often. Even now, we have our conversation. So I love it. We were just in Miami, and we got to go shopping together. It was really cool. So I was excited about it. And then Miracle, you guys, Miracle is a miracle. And so when I was told that I couldn't have children, God said, no, that's not true. And I had Miracle. And Miracle really is the child that makes me who I am. Like she makes me be present. She makes me be wholeheartedly who I am. She is not afraid of anything or anybody. And watching her, I remember watching her at 9 years old when she would strut the runway. And I remember the very first time she went for a modeling casting call. They were like, no, thank you, you know. And the next year, I was afraid to ask her if she wanted to go back. And she was like, yeah, I want to go back. It wasn't me. I want to go back. And when I saw that, and anytime I see her step into who she is, you know, at 3 years old, when we went into Gap, and she told the manager at Gap that she should probably put a denim jacket on the mannequin, and that would make the outfit. I knew then, you know. And so she makes me show up in my complete self and being comfortable in me. And we don't often think about how our children make us to be this way. If we allow our children to be exactly who they are and exactly who God made them to be, they will show us things about us, you know. And so, Miracle, I am so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you challenged me to show up and to be authentically me all the time, even when that goes against what some other people may think I'm supposed to be and how I'm supposed to act. And thank you for allowing me to do that. Maddux, I love that you are my science kid, that you are my coder, you are my gamer. When I found out I was pregnant with you, I was very shocked. But but you have brought so much love to my life, Maddux. You are just my reminder of love, and you are my reminder of God's love. And so I'm so excited that you are my youngest. And guess what? I'm gonna have you in the house by myself when they're all gone. Thank you. But Maddux, thank you so much for being you. Thank you for being so kind and so generous, and our generous gift. What his name means? Maddux means generous, Ian means gift.
Wow.
So I thank you guys so much. I love you with all of my heart.
We love
all
you
of my heart.
We love you too.
My last name is also Scott.
Right.
I feel like I know them all already, and just the love that all three of them have brought into not only your lives, but that I get to live vicariously through you and all of them. In that, I have a new place to go to in Arizona, and just live out there, with Miracle and her amazing fashion coordination, and Maddux is my grilled cheese master for with that. So it's so beautiful. And I think a lot, and I'm so grateful that you're able to share these precious gifts with all of us on your day, on Mother's Day. So thank you so much, Portia.
Thank you. So you guys, I wanted you guys to come on because I had a couple of questions for you guys. Or Marty, did you have some questions for them? I have questions for them. So, Jontel, I think for you, it's a lot because I think you were 7, Jontel, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you were really, really 7. Do you remember the first time you met me?
I want to say yes, but it's a little bit faint. It's been a while.
So what is a memory about me that you remember? I think I know, but what is like a memory that you remember, like time that we had together?
Okay, so oh man, this is a hard one. I guess I would say that the memory that I hold super close is when we were in Fayetteville, I think, and my dad is thousands miles away, right, working and everything, but you and I had a good enough relationship, right, to go hang out and play video games at an arcade. Like, that was so cool to me that you were willing to go and have fun with me, even though like he wasn't even there, and I really appreciate that. And you've always been like that because you're just a super dope person, and you've been a fantastic mom to me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna keep it together. So, Maddux,
hold it together.
Maddux, what is one of your favorite memories with me? You want me to give you some time to think about it? You want me to go to Miracle?
Yeah.
Okay, Miracle.
Okay, so we have a lot of great memories together, but I would say one of my favorite ones, it was recent, was last night when we had our spa night, and then we just got to hang out with each other and like just spend time with each other.
Oh, I love that. So someone actually has a question for you, Miracle. Paula said this question is for Miracle. Do you love when people compliment you on how wonderful and unique your name is?
I do, but sometimes they'll make jokes out of my name. They're like, oh my God, do you make miracles and stuff like that. But I do like when they compliment it.
I love it. All right, Maddux. So what's some good times that you and I have had or memories that you have?
Well, the only thing I basically remember is when, I think we were at this movie, and when we were at we just watched like the movie Sonic. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So that was I think that was like before the pandemic. And it was like right before the pandemic, and we went to a movie when movies were open. I guess they're open now. I won't be at those COVID containers. However, when they were open, me and Maddux went to the movies. He took me on a date. So you guys, I love you guys so much. I'm telling you, I have so many memories of all of you. Maddux, I love that we're learning Spanish together. I love bothering Miracle, jumping in her bed and just bothering her and watching movies with her. And Jontel, I love when you're here or when we're on the phone and we kind of have those moments that we had, like you said, at the arcade, right? We kind of have those special times where it's just you and I. And so I'm so grateful for those moments all the time. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And listen to this. Listen, I want you guys in the comments to give a round of applause for my children, but also for my oldest son. He is getting ready to start college. He has his own apartment. But y'all listen, no, because if y'all remember, he has been in the Navy. So he served the United States Navy, and now he is starting a new chapter of his life. And we are so excited and so proud of you, Jontel. So listen to this young Black man. He done been in the Navy. He's getting ready to get his degree. He got his own place. Come on. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We don't celebrate our young Black men, especially our children, who are doing so many great things. And John, I want to definitely salute you in all the great work. Your parents bragged so much about you. So I knew you even before we even met right here, and can't wait till you get to come to California. Or listen, I'm Uncle Marty, y'all, whether you realize it or not. So call on Uncle Marty.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'll jump on that 10 freeway and be right down there in a heartbeat.
The thing about parents is that you guys don't realize how much we brag and think about you guys just as much as you brag and think about us. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And also, I just noticed real quickly that when parents get to brag on their kids, they're really bragging on themselves because they did that great of a job.
Oh my God, Jontel, thank you. I hope every mother heard that.
Yes.
That when we're bragging on our children, we don't know how much they're bragging on us. And that when we are bragging on them, we're really bragging on ourselves because we've just done an amazing job. So I hope you guys heard that. John Henry said, "Don't do that, son. You about to make me cry." I'm sure he's crying. He's just in the bedroom and nobody can see him crying, right? It's me all out. But Jontel, that was beautiful. Thank you for that. And I think I'm so glad you said that. Hey, Tony.
Hi.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for joining the show and doing your video.
Thank you.
Thank you. But yes, so I just want everyone to hear that, because I think sometimes parents don't hear it enough from their children, or from, because you do the stuff and you hope that it's working, right? You hope that it will work out. And so when you receive feedback like that, when I hear the times when it was the small stuff, the spa days and the days at the arcade and the days at the movies, were the things that you remember, that's so important. So to every parent, I know this is a Mother's Day special, but to every parent, I want you guys to hold that tight tonight. Hold that tight when it gets hard. Hold that tight when they crazy and you like, listen, I will punch you all in the throat. Remember what Jontel just said. So you guys, Jontel, Miracle, Maddux, I love you guys so much.
Love you too.
Thank you so much. All right. See you guys.
Bye. That was absolute. Hold it together.
Can we regroup? I need to regroup. I need like a regrouping because I didn't expect all that.
But I think I'll let you know that our labor is not in vain. Right. When we truly pour into our children, they do give us back what we have poured into them, and that they will definitely be the blessings and continue on the legacy of what we established. But it is hard work, but it's not in vain. And what you and John Henry have poured into the three of them, wow, it's absolutely amazing. And I think that John Troutell told it all, that you become a reflection of them. And likewise, they become a reflection of us. that hit home for me as well. So amen to that. Margarita Story, good
Oh,
to
thank
see
you,
you.
Margarita. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And she is happy Mother's Day to you because I know you are a spiritual mother to so many. I know you come on live all the time and you're praying for your sons and your daughters in the spirit, and you're praying for people you don't even know. So, Margarita, I say happy Mother's Day to you.
Mother's
Sit
Day.
in it, live in it, because I'm
Yes.
telling you, we need spiritual mothers like you.
That's right.
And so keep on doing what you're doing. I love it. I love it. One of the things, Marty, that I wanted to do was I wanted to bring up two mothers that I love very, very dearly. They're
Yes.
very close friends of my, do you want to come back on? Oh, I know y'all know this is a professional show, but y'all know how we do here.
We professional here.
I just need Essence to understand. I just need, the networks to understand that, like, during the show, sometime my kids may just pop in. My husband may give me a kiss because this is, what it is.
We're getting ready for prime time and they keep messing us up.
Right. Nicole said this show today, eyeballs are filled. What you say? But I wanted to bring on two mothers that I love so much. So one is my middle sister. And her daughter is 2 years old. And so she is what we may call a newer mom. And then I want to bring on my best friend, my sister girl. And you guys can't see her in the background. I can. I just want you to hold your horses when she comes on because she's going to be a riot. She is from DC. She has 2 teenagers. And they are incredible children. So I want to bring on my sister, Rosetta, and my sister friend, Tyessen.
Hello. So I'm in the midst of royalty today.
Yes. So you know Rosetta and Ty, you met them.
Yes.
And I wanted to bring them on because I think it's so important. For me as a mom, I need a community. And my mom, obviously I talk to my mom, but some days I'm like, listen, girl, listen, what do I do? And so this is a pretty much my mom community. I have other friends that I do call, but I really, really trust what they say. I watch how they raise their children. It's so funny because Ty and I, how long we been friends? Like 4 years?
It's been longer than that, but that's fine. That's okay. You can shorten our time if you want to, but exactly. Okay, we have tenure. Okay.
I told y'all she was gonna act up.
Okay.
But
set the record straight. Let the record show.
Yes. And so one of the things I remember when I met Ty, we met through a mutual friend. And then let me tell you, we are like this and that. Honestly, we are like this and that. We are different, but so much alike. And one of the things, what happened and really what led me to say I can trust her as my mom community, not just my friend, not just my sister, but in my mom community, is because I remember she and her, I think it was Mackay or something had happened. And she was like, oh, well, this is what I'm going to have him do. And I'm sure I'm not going to say what happened, but she was saying, I want him to journal. And I want him to journal, and I want him to really think through his feelings. And like I keep asking these questions, like deeper and deeper questions. So you can't just tell me you're doing okay. You can't just tell me that's fine. You have to go to the root of it. And when she started talking like that, I was thinking, wow. It just opened my mind, and I was just like, that's so good, because so often we're like, well, how was school? And you're like, okay, it was fine. Or how do you feel? And really understanding that our kids are human. And that's really when I was like, oh, Ty, you got to be part of my mom tribe, and I just appreciate you because I really do look up to you. And I love how you parent your children in that way. And then my sister, who would have known, child, I didn't think she was going to have any children. But when she birthed my niece, and she is just like so good with her, she's like reading books and doing all of this stuff with her. And I'm like, girl, you are out here killing the mom game. So, one, thank you, ladies, so much for joining. And I want to jump right in because I want to talk about this motherhood. So, I'm going to ask each of you, Ty, I'm going to ask you first. In 3 words, how would you describe motherhood?
In 3 words. I would say, one, I had a similar story to you, Portia. I have severe endometriosis. So at 16, they said that I would be barren. Motherhood alone is just the greatest gift ever. It's the highest title I could ever have, honestly. The first thing is just being able to be a mother, right? Especially when someone tells you that you can't. And you live your life like you can't. And then you do twice. And I'm so grateful for that. 2, I would say that the being able to see yourself in these 2 human beings that are contrastly very different, but you still see yourself. That's a little part of my narcissism, okay? That I get to see a little bit of me in them. I will be honest. And then 3 is that I have the greatest honor of developing 2 amazing human beings. The honor in that is exceptional, and it's a high order. So those are my 3 things: being able to have kids in the first place, 2, being able to see me in them, okay, and 3, being able to develop them. I'm a foster kid, so not having, I always have known who my parents were, but just being able to do better, be different. So I was able to use my experiences as not having, a singular family, to make one. So I'm extremely grateful for that.
I love that, Ty. It was funny when you said, as a foster child, Marty's eyes kind of went up like, what, and it's so funny because you don't know. And Ty, I want to come back to that because I have a question that I want to come back to. And that question really is around navigating that, right? Knowing, like you said, I want to make sure that I was brought up in like not having this singular home, but not putting so much pressure on them too, and having that balance. So that's the question that I want to ask when we come back. But Rosetta, I want to ask you in 3 words, how would you describe motherhood?
Wow.
It's been a fan of children. And then it's been really rewarding. And I have one, and she's a toddler, and I'm like, a toddler is a young girl's game, okay? I think the scariest part for me though is sleep. I was like, because I was good at it, and now I could barely get but she is definitely different from me. Her personality already, like, she is loud and boisterous and comedic abilities from me, okay?
Rosetta, it's so funny. You had them laughing. I already know. I'm so glad you were laughing because she doesn't think that she's funny. She doesn't think she's hilarious. And they were out here when you said a toddler is a young girl's game, like, that took everybody out. Like, oh my goodness, that was so funny. I'm telling you, Rosetta, when Rosetta was growing up, I didn't think she was going to make it in the real world. Like, I did not think she was going to make it because she was so shy and so, what? It's the truth. She's so shy and so timid. And that little girl she be like, no. You know how Medusa do you, Ty? That's how she do Zeta. But I love it. Oh, go ahead.
Because I said that's the transformative part, because when you become a mom, you become real bold because you're like, ain't nobody gonna touch you, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Really,
love it.
it brings out confidence in you didn't know you had.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know what? In the comments, I'm going to ask my moms. I want you guys to interact with us. I want you to tell us in 3 words, how would you describe motherhood? How would you describe motherhood? You know, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking that I would describe motherhood as a beautiful mess. A beautiful mess, because I'm telling you, there are moments when it is absolutely beautiful. Yesterday, I had spa day with Miracle. Well, we had facials. Um, Trisha, yes, being a mom brings out what you say, the lioness. You will go hunt and you ain't never been hunting before. You hear me? And so, and then with Maddux, he's been watching Garfield, which is one of my childhood cartoons. I love Garfield. And y'all know Garfield loves lasagna. So yesterday I made him homemade lasagna. Yes, I cooked it, Ty. And I made homemade lasagna. And then
My favorite.
oh my God, well, I got to make you some next time you come. I'll make sure I'll make lasagna. And then we cooked Boston. I didn't know you like lasagna, Daryl. If you come on the screen, maybe the people can see you.
Right.
And so, and we made Boston cream pies, and he had a play date, and it was just amazing. And so that was beautiful. But the mess is when I'm having these conversations that I don't want to have, or I don't want to hear, or I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm just trying all that I know to do. But it is this beautiful mess. And I feel like it is the messiness that brings out who we are as parents, who we are as mothers, and who they are as children. I think when you get into the messiness, you figure out how to navigate out of it together, right? And I think that's the glue, you know. It's so funny. So Valerie said lion and the lamb. Yes. And then Trish said immeasurable love, immeasurable faith, constant prayer. Listen about the constant prayer. Let me tell you something, because I'm telling you, I will punch somebody in the throat. One of my children, that is, and I will punch somebody in the throat for them. And then I will go get then I will go get my mommy squad, right? Because there are some people on my mommy squad who knows how to hide the bodies. I don't know how to do that. So I'm and then there's another one that'll take the truck to run over the you know what I mean? You need a squad. And
That's what we call your support system, because we all need a support system during parenthood. Is not a task for the meek and weary because you know you're getting up constantly and you're constantly doing different things, but that's what it's all about. That's what you love about it. And trust me, I call my crew all the time. I got fathers who I call all the time about, I'm about to kill this kid, so y'all, I need you to be here in 5 minutes, because if not, there's going to be a burial and I'm going to go to jail and start a new jail ministry.
That part.
But we all need it, and that's what I love about mothers. Mothers do it so much better than we as fathers. So we thank you, mothers, for leading the way on how to do parenting.
I love that. You know, I wanted to have this because I think oftentimes as moms, we're so busy, and it's not always that we don't mean to do it, but we're so busy doing life, being moms, being all the things that we are to people. And we don't often get the time to stop and say, I appreciate you, Mom, because from a distance, I'm seeing you. From a distance, I heard that your child was on the honor roll or graduating with a 4.0, or that your child wasn't a 4.0 student. This child was a 2.5 student, but yet and still he's done this. And we are proud of you. I think it's so important that we're proud of moms, even when kids are not doing the best, that I can still say, listen, I know you're having a hard time. I know they're doing this. I know they're not on the track that you thought they should be on. I know they may not be taking your what is it that I'm trying to say? You know, when we're trying to teach our kids something, they're not taking those lessons. They're not following the path, but that we still say you're a good mom. We still say we see you out here, girl, and they making their own decisions. Listen, and we're going to be here to hold you up, because I think so oftentimes it is easy for us to see when the kids are great. Yay, rah, rah, rah. But behind the scenes, some moms are struggling because they're not posting that. They're not talking to their girlfriends and being able to say, my baby got into Ivy League, or my baby got in there. So for all of the moms, on all of the spectrums, on all of the situations. We want to say that you are doing a great job, that you have a community, and find a community where you can be like, girl, listen, this algebra 1 about to take us all out, like seriously. So Ty, I want to come back because you talked about how you wanted to make sure your children had that singular home. How do you do that and still make space without putting your all into it, right? Without molding this in the family that you would have wanted to see, but allowing it to grow organically as well. Kind of having that balance, because I know that is a balancing act.
Yeah. It was one thing I used to ask God growing up before I even knew that there was a God. I knew there was something or someone that created me. One of the things that I asked was, why do you have me in such horrible conditions? Literally, why? And I didn't realize or get the answer to that question until I got pregnant with my first child. And I realized at that moment that the lessons in which I endured was because I was capable in handling it. That's one. But two, they weren't for me. They weren't for me. They were for the next generation that came from me. So with everything that had ever happened to me in all the 13 homes that I lived in, I knew what didn't work. And so for me, I had to utilize what didn't work. And I had to take the pain associated with what didn't work for me as a kid. And I did not want that for my kids at all. So I had a very strong conversation with my then boyfriend, now husband, that we are going to do this differently. You know, he was a little bougie. He had a different type of life, you know. But I had a different type of life too. But what I wanted to do was merge those cultures together, but take the positive in it. And I think from there, my kids have well-rounded experiences because I'm not afraid to tell them where I've come from, especially when they don't understand the importance of gratitude. Mm. And so for me, I'm very quick to show them my mom. I love her to pieces. But I show them my mom and I say, you know, she's had an addiction all my life. You know, and so my life was difficult and I don't want that for you. These are the consequences to decisions that people make. So I've been able to navigate that just by the answers to my questions, or my answer to the question that I had with God, just why, how. You see my baby in the background. So yes, that's what keeps me grounded, to make sure and ensure that these kids have a positive experience versus the ones that I've had.
I love that, Ty. I love that. Hey, Maya.
That is so amazing and so inspirational. And I think a lot of times we don't salute those mothers who have gone through the foster care system and who are doing the job so much better than the examples that were placed before them. And I salute you as one who is actively still part of the foster care system with my own daughter. And even with those that we in my business that we help to bring about that as well. A lot of people don't know the challenges and the trauma that comes through. You said 13 different homes, and that you still recognize that there is a greater gift within you, and that you can overcome every obstacle that's placed in front of you, and then that you pour that into your children. My hat and my heart goes out to you to say, keep doing what you're doing, and do not let your story not be told, because too many others of us need to hear your story to say, listen, if Sister Ty can do it, baby, I can too. And I agree with that. Ty, you are amazing.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. Ty, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because I didn't ask prior, but just kind of knowing how you are, I was like, and I hope you saw all those comments, girl. You know, I know that helped with, you know, your
Yes.
narcissism, all the comments and people saying you're amazing and wonderful. Yeah, I'm but I want to ask you, Zetta, you're a new mom, and sometimes we're kind of like, oh, new mom girl, just wait till you do this, but I want to ask you something as a new mom and kind of what is one of the proudest moments that you've had so far in like motherhood?
And I'm gonna shout out my brother John, and he said it in a Marco Polo to me. He was like, mothered through a pandemic, and then I'm a first time mom, so I was like, that right there is because we moved with PCS from Fort Benning to Fort Hood, from Georgia to Texas. So I had no one, my community or my village that I've always had was not here. So I had to separate from my company, and come March, we just got here in January, everything shut down. So I'm not working, and I'm mothering the whole time. Most rewarding thing, because I got to tap into some things that I didn't know were there, and that probably be the most rewarding thing. I realized I can do it.
I love that. I can do it. Listen,
Yes.
all the moms, take a breath. I can do it. You know what I mean? Just let that be your affirmation, your declaration. Take a deep breath. I can do it. I can do it. Rosetta, thank you for that. I appreciate you guys being so vulnerable. I want to say this because when I first started, not only when I started my podcast, but also when I started the Wake Up and Show Up live show, and when I started Wake Up Well, I had someone that logged on each and every single day. She listened to the podcast. She shared it with her friends at work. And to be honest, her age puts her out of the normal demographic of people who listen to podcasts, who watch live streams. I have known her for about 25 years. She is an amazing, amazing woman. She has always been nothing but kind to me.
Yes.
And so I want to shout her out. But as I shout her out, her son is going to come on and shout her out. So I just want to say, because I didn't see her in the comments, but I know she's there. And I want to say happy Mother's Day, Mother Versi Mitchell. I love you so very much. I appreciate you. I'm telling you, she listens. She makes Daryl. You guys know Daryl's the Mac in the back, our producer.
Yes.
And she makes him go downstairs, put the shows on the TV so she can watch it on the big screen. Listen, I am appreciative. I know that she was sharing. So, Versi, I didn't see you in the comments because you're watching the big screen, but I wanted to say happy Mother's Day. So, Daryl, take it away.
Okay,
Daryl. This is going to be quick. Happy Mother's Day, Mother. I love you. Okay. Going back to the back now. Bye.
Everybody meet Daryl. You got to see him. He made a cameo. He made a cameo.
What? She really is. And like you, Portia, she supports not only your show, every show that I have done. She has likewise been on there as well. And I want to thank her. Happy Mother's Day. One of the greatest. It's a tie between she and Paula, and it's not even a competition.
Right. Just they show up.
These women show up faithfully week after week after week. My brother's on here. Hey, Bobby.
What's up?
Hey, Bobby. So listen, you guys, I want to make sure that the mothers in the comments, because hey, how's it going?
The B-Side Podcast.
What's the name of his podcast?
The B-Side Podcast.
The B-Side Podcast. Shout out to the B-Side Podcast.
Barbershop Talk.
Listen, when you are an indie podcaster, you trying to get in where you fit in. You trying to get all the peoples. So I understand. So the B-Side Podcast. B-Side
Podcast. It's men talk in the barbershop. So
okay, men talk in the barbershop. Love it.
It is off the chain.
So this is what I want. I want every mother in the comments. I'm going to ask you this question, and this goes back to that community. In the
Yes.
comments, if you could give a mom some advice, give it to her in the comments. There's a mom that you could encourage, that you would say something about your journey that's going to help her to keep on, that's going to give her something new to try or to do. Put it in the comments, because I'm going to ask Rosetta and I'm going to ask Ty that, but I want you guys to go in the comments. So Rosetta and Ty, in 1 minute, I want you to give us something you would say, Rosetta, probably great for you, something you would say to a new mom, or even something you could say about being a new mom that will remind us about when we were new moms, when we were in love with those toddlers and those infants and stuff like that. And then Ty, what would you say as well? So Rosetta, I'll let you go first.
For a new mom, since I was a little older, I think when I would say, by then you're probably pretty good at setting boundaries. So I would say, if you want your space, you let people know you need your space. Because the little 6 to 8 weeks they give you to time to nurture and things. So I would say set boundaries. That's what I all the time, especially if you're a working mom and come back to work, you need all the time you can get, because it is terrible to a life that no longer exists.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I think a lot of us can relate to that as the pandemic, right? And going back to a life that no longer exists. So having those boundaries, I absolutely love that. Some of the moms are putting up things. I love it. No matter what, continue to love your child. Val put that in. Absolutely. Renee said, love unconditionally. Absolutely. Trish says, take advantage of the little things. Color with them on the floor at night. Don't sweat the little things. Let them get dirty and get dirty with them. Jump in the rain puddles with them. I love it. I think that when we think about coloring with them on the floor, some of us can say, my kids aren't coloring on the floor, but what she's saying is the little things, right? Is like, get down and dirty with them. If they're watching YouTube, watch YouTube with them, laugh with them, do a TikTok, do a Snapchat. If they like beepity bop, if they like hip hop and you think that, listen, get with them, because what you do is you establish trust. So whether or not you may not love to do it, have fun with them. Mommy said, continue loving, have fun with them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I don't know nothing about science, but I'd be out here looking at ores, rocks, and I'd be like, okay, which one is this? A dragon foot. Oh, Lightfoot. Oh, this cute. Can this be a necklace? That's real cute. Okay. And that's what Trish is saying. Trish, I love that, because I think we all need that reminder. So Ty, give us, what would you give to a mom, encouragement that you would give to mom, advice that you would give to a mom?
The most rewarding thing that I get from my kids is watching the lesson given to them a long time ago, and the openness and awareness of their voice. I know I'm an 80s baby, and in the 80s, you couldn't really talk to your parents. You got to stay in the child's place. Amen. But there was something off-putting about that as a child, especially when a kid is curious about their development, and what parents would do, or adults would just go sit down or go outside and play instead of listening. So my advice is to allow your kids to have a voice and let it be separate from yours. Let their ideals be separate from yours. I had to learn a long time ago that, they came from me, but they are individuals, because that's what I'm raising them to be. So I just want parents to allow kids to have their voice. And I want parents to be open to listen to some things that they may or may not like. But when you do that, you encourage relationships and growth within them, and a safety net. So when times do get hard, you are a part of their village instead of someone else. So that's the advice that I have for parents. Allow them to have their own voice.
I love it. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You're absolutely beautiful. I am so glad you came on.
Thank you.
Are they treating you good today?
Yes, he cooked and everything.
Oh,
So
look at
we had a great Mother's Day.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Ty and Rosetta, thank you guys so much for coming on. Listen, we have to do this again, okay? You guys have to come on. And we got to talk more mom stuff and just girl stuff. We need to just have a girls night out show or something like that, right? Where we have these topics that we talk about. Look at me, see, that's the creative mind. It's just like, oh, okay. I'm like, Daryl, okay, do you feel me? Do you hear this? I know, more work. Yeah, when we get our studio, though, listen,
come on studio.
And when Daryl is what is it? It's because he's the executive producer now, but then there's producers under that producer that'll produce the other shows.
What will be bi-coastal on the West Coast and in the South?
Come on. Hello, mother. You look amazing, Mama Marty. I love it. Well, Rosetta and Ty, thank you guys so much. I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you both.
This has been an incredible show, you guys.
Yourself today. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you for being on. Thank you for showing us all the love with Tony, with Mama, with Bobby, with Trisha. I'm telling you, this has been an incredible show. I've been able to share it with just my mom community, and I'm thankful for the men that log on, that support the mothers, that support this show, that support the women in their lives, the mothers in their lives. And so I'm so grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. I'm grateful that my kids were on and that Ty came on. And man, I didn't think she was going to share that story, but that's really amazing. Shifted and caused us to really think about, And so I am so grateful. Val is on. Go ahead, Marty. I want you to say some last words.
You are such the global storyteller, and that you allow us to share our stories in such a warm and comfortable environment that we don't feel shame, that we don't feel judged, but that we feel supported in that. And you are the great storyteller. And thank you for leading the way. And thank you for being not only the amazing mother that you are to your children, to all three of your children, but for also sometimes mothering all of us, for paving the way so that you give us the freedom, the comfort, and the support in sharing our stories, no matter how tumultuous or even scared we might feel. You always create this safe environment. So, Portia, we salute you as well on this day. So thank you for teaching us to wake up well and to live well as well.
Thank you, Marty. I'm going to have cake now because I think I've cried my eyes out all day today. Adrielle, this was an awesome show. Thank you for having it. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Adrielle, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I hope you're proud of Ty. Girl, did she come on and act up? I loved it. Rosetta got out of her shell. I tell her she's hilarious all the time. And she doesn't think she is. So I'm so appreciative that they came on. Marty, thank you so much. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day with the mothers that you love and that you care about so much. And to everybody that not only logged in, but stayed in 7 minutes over, really 5 minutes over because we got started a little late. But I thank you all. I love you all. Have an incredible Mother's Day. One of the things we're going to make sure we play that video, so stay on. I'm going to go ahead and end the show the way that I usually do, but don't log off because we're going to play that video before we actually end the broadcast. So you all know we end every episode with this declaration: waking up is automatic, showing up is intentional. Today I will show up.
Hi, it's Trinity
and Christian
here to wish our mom, Paula Williams, a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. We love you.
We love you and appreciate you. We are so thankful for all that you do for us and the community.
Thank you for everything you do for me, all my daily needs. I appreciate it so much more than you could ever imagine.
I hope that when you see this video, you're so surprised, and we love you.
Hope you have a special day. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Woo!
Mama.
You know I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. I love you.
Love you so much.
Happy
Mother's Day.
I love you so much, Mama. Thank you so much for everything you do. We love you.
We love
and
you.
We're celebrating you today.
You his mama, and you my wife, and I love you. Black love, baby. We love you, Nicole Toombs. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And go.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Yay. What do you have?
That's her rattlesnake.
I want to say happy Mother's Day to my best friend and biggest supporter in the whole world. I love you so much, Mom, and having your love and your support with me every single day is one of my greatest strengths. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me and everything that you've given me. I love you so much, and I thank God every day for putting you in my life. You're the best thing and the best part about me, and I love you so much. Have a great day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Grandma. I love you guys so much.
Okay. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
We just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We put up with you.
That part. Love you so much.
Happy
Bye.
Mother's Day. Bye.